priceless, or the priceless jewel encrusted loots. And loots is this thing over here. I put a picture because, you know, you might wonder what they are, right? SAT actually refers to a lot of interesting stuff, so if you actually look it up, I think it might help, because the stuff they mention or stuff they allude to in the sentences and in the reading, you know, they constantly come up. They use the same things over and over again, right? So it says, encrusted loots in the display, all more than 200 years old, were carefully created by goldsmiths famous in their day, but long since forgotten. And let's go over, you know, piece by piece. I'm sure there's something that's really bothering you in this question right now. But so priceless jewel encrusted lute. So these instruments, and it's a plural, right? It's a plural word that matches. So there's nothing wrong with this lutes over here. Okay, all more than 200 years old. This is just simply what? What's it doing? It's modifying what? The lutes. All of them more than 200 years old, and they gave it to you as extra information. You could tell because it's comma, meaning what? You could take this out and it'll still make sense, right? So the lutes were carefully created, period. You could theoretically do that, except they give you a prepositional phrase by. Who is it created by? Goldsmiths, right? Goldsmiths famous in their day, right? You could theoretically end the sentence here too, right? Again, were created by goldsmiths famous in their day. Means at that time period. There's nothing wrong with that. But a lot of kids, I'm sure what they put was D over here, right? But long since forgotten. And you're saying, oh, this just sounds wrong, right? But let's try to give a more logical reasons. More logical reason why. This is, I know, somewhat idiomatic and people say this, but let's think about why this is okay, right? There's no error to this question, right? Why this is okay. Long since forgotten means what? It was just forgotten long ago. They just rearranged the words differently, right? And why did they use since? Meaning since that time period, you know, since they were famous in that time period, you know, we forgot them. Since that time period, we forgot them. So we could say we're carefully created by goldsmiths famous in their day, but you know, long since forgotten, meaning what? Was forgotten long ago, right? And since that time period to now, right? And we don't use the perfect tenses because why? This is not the focal point of the sentence, right? So long since forgotten means what? Forgotten long ago, right? That's why there's no error to this question. I know it sounds weird, but if you logically think it through, it's okay, right? And it's somewhat idiomatic, but remember it.